Hey, I'm Malaya with IT Supplies, and today we're going to go over a quick video on how to do a t-shirt using the shirt color Epson F2100. Now, when we take our t-shirts out, typically they're folded and they're coming out of a box. Normally what happens is that we're pulling up fibers when we pull our t-shirts apart. So what we're going to do first is lay down our fibers. You want to make sure that you get all of the wrinkles out of this garment because you do not want to mess up any of your image quality. So we're going to lay it flat and we're going to take a silicone parchment sheet just to protect our heat press and protect our shirt to make sure there's nothing that goes onto this shirt from the previous shirts. We're going to do it at 330 degrees for about 5 seconds just to make sure that all of our fibers are laid down. We're going to save our silicone parchment sheet for later. But next, what we're going to do is learn how to pre-treat. So first, we're going to dress the platen so that we're able to pre-treat. You're going to put the head of the shirt facing you, and we're going to tuck all the way around. We're then going to close the pre-treat drawer, and we're going to spray. As you can see, the nozzle comes up, sprays, and now we're down. A fully contained system. Since we finished pre-treating, now here's a little trick to get the pre-treated shirt onto the heat press. You're going to turn your body just a little bit so that your arms are turned, and now the pre-treated shirt is facing you. Now we're able to dress it. We're going to make sure that we don't have the seams on there, and now it looks pretty. No wrinkles, no seams. We're going to reuse that same silicone parchment sheet that we used earlier. And now we're at 330 degrees for 45 seconds. Now we have a fully cured garment. We're not going to use this silicone parchment paper again, just because if we continue to, we'll start getting waves inside of it, and we don't want that to transfer over to our shirts. Now we are ready to dress our shirt onto the platen. This is the time we get to print. So now what we're going to do is, now that I've laid it on there, we have 2 arrows on this printer located here and here in order to ensure that your tag is right on there. Now, I don't necessarily dress the actual platen because I shoot it, but you're more than welcome. The ink is not going to go through the garment. It's going to sit pretty on top, and I'll even show you after. Now that we have our garment loaded, ready to start to print, we need to go over to the computer screen where we've brought in our image and we have selected the mode that we want to print in. So, as you can see, we've selected level 4. We have our reduced white area to make sure that we don't have any white ink sticking out on the sides of our image once we begin the print. And now we are ready to print. So now the printer is going to connect to the computer and it's going to talk to tell it to go ahead and print. And now we're ready to print. It's going to take a few seconds for the printer to get itself settled and then the shirt to be taken in. Now we have a fully printed, full color, beautiful, stunning image, and we're ready to cure our ink now. Now we're going to lay our shirt right on top of the heat press here. We're going to get another new silicone parchment paper, again to protect our heat press and our image. Lay it flat. For each layer of ink that has been laid down, white base and a color base has now been laid down. We're going to do 30 seconds worth of heating for each level. So we're going to cure at 330 degrees for 60 seconds. 1. And now you have a fully done t-shirt.